From a distance, Hollow Knight looks a lot like another little Metroidvania. When I set out to make this video, I thought, I'll smash out in like 20 hours. Then I fell down a bloody well. 69 hours later, I am happily paddling in the mucky but delightfully charming puddle at the bottom, and I think you should probably join me. Most of Hollow Knight is spent exploring the abandoned subterranean city of Hallownest, a world bleeding with an oddly charming melancholy. The characters are adorable and beautifully rendered, but they feel lost and alone, while the soundtrack oscillates between utterly oppressive and jubilantly triumphant. It's like A Bug's Life and Dark Souls just got smushed together in a The Fly-like experiment. This all serves as a backdrop to some of the best platforming and 2D combat I've ever experienced. The world isn't just stone cold stunning, it's harrowing. The relaxing stroll through Greenpath is ruined by these leafy little bastards trying to kick you into pools of acid, while the exploding spores of the fungal waste completely tarnish the endless joy of bouncing on these little mushroom booby things. Now, despite the sort of ever-impending doom, you're certainly not defenceless. This is a game all about mobility. The knight feels nimble from the off, but as the game progresses, you unlock and upgrade, and it just compounds on that speedy sausage's little jump. Dashes, wall jumps, double jumps. It's a satisfying progression that keeps the platforming challenges and combat feeling completely fresh throughout. And each ability integrates so well that it never feels jarring or unnatural. It's like you're discovering an arm that's lied limp for your entire life. You also buy and find charms. These little buggers can give you all sorts of cool abilities, like a torrent of vines whipping and exploding from your body whenever you take damage, or a shell that fends off attacks while you heal. Unfortunately, this is one of the areas I think the game kind of falls down a bit. On one hand, it offers you abilities that are fun to experiment with, and then on the other hand, it offers boring but effective charms, like the ability to see yourself on the map. Neither of these choices are satisfying. I would have much preferred these types of abilities were isolated in their own systems. And despite that minor complaint, the charms do really come up trumps when you're fighting some of Hollow Knight's more devious bosses, like Chubby Dracula, who teleports around while lobbing magic about and slamming his gormless little face into the ground, or Boilhead, who spews out neon blood, turning the entire stage into a revolting little bullet hell. All of these bosses demand you weave in attacks while staying mobile. It's hectic, nerve-wracking, and bloody brilliant. Now, this is highly subjective, but for me, most of the bosses hit the perfect balance of challenge without frustration. My initial runs were often completely hopeless, but the boss's veneer of invulnerability would quickly crack. I would learn a tell, die, get faster, then die, find a weakness, die, until I finally eked out that victory that seemed oh so impossible at the start of this journey. Regardless of anything else, I say this is the gold standard of boss fights. Victory. I cannot speak highly enough of Hollow Knight. It is a true achievement in world building, slick gameplay design, and their post-release support has been amazing. This is especially impressive when you consider how tiny the team behind it is. This tiny team has made a game that's world and gameplay will stay with me more than 95% of the massive teams out there that are just pumping money into games. And that comes from either artistic talent or pure luck. And if I want to see a sequel, I truly hope that it's the former. Alright, ladies and germs, that's my spiel. I will see you next time, which should hopefully be far less time than this one took. Sorry about that. See you next time. Bye bye.